Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a complete political firestorm this morning following last night's State of the Union address. And at the center of the chaos is everyone's favorite controversial Democrat, Ilhan Omar. The Minnesota representative is facing a massive wave of backlash today after what many are describing as an absolute meltdown on the national stage. The situation has gotten so heated that Omar has actually disabled the comments on all of her social media pages because, quite frankly, it seems she can't handle the heat coming her way. It all started when President Trump was delivering his address, specifically calling for penalties for public officials who blocked the removal of criminal aliens, including drug lords and murderers. While the president was speaking about law and justice, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib were caught engaging in a screaming match, behaving in a way that many observers are calling shameful and beneath the dignity of the U.S. House of Representatives. Imagine being a sitting member of Congress and screaming at the president during the State of the Union. It's a move that has left millions of Americans stunned. Now, even though she tried to silence her critics by locking her comment sections, the internet found a way around it. Her posts are being flooded with tens of thousands of quotes from people all across the country. We're seeing responses from figures like Jack Posobiec and Congressman Randy Fine, with some of the most popular comments suggesting that her behavior is exactly why voters are turning away from her party. The rhetoric is getting incredibly sharp, with many citizens expressing that they are tired of this kind of disruptive behavior in the Capitol. Even House Speaker Mike Johnson weighed in, admitting that he came incredibly close to having both Omar and Tlaib ejected from the floor. Johnson noted that while he had the authority to kick them out, he decided to let their actions speak for themselves so the American people could see the stark contrast between the two parties. According to the speaker, the Republicans were there to honor law enforcement and military heroes, while the Democrats appeared to be standing for the exact opposite. But the fire didn't stop there. President Trump took to Truth Social early this morning to torch what he called low IQ behavior, describing the scene as a display by mentally deranged individuals who have no interest in helping the United States. Trump didn't pull any punches, suggesting that these representatives are doing nothing but damaging the country and even hinting that they should be sent back to where they came from. He also took a swing at Hollywood, targeting Robert De Niro for funding a bizarre alternative State of the Swamp event that took place at the same time as the official address. This alternative event featured some truly strange sights, including activists in frog costumes linked to the so-called Portland Frog Brigade, which many are identifying as Antifa-affiliated groups. It was a surreal display of far-left rhetoric that even some Democrats are starting to find embarrassing. Surprisingly, even Senator John Fetterman went on Fox News to call out the behavior of his own party members. Fetterman made it clear that screaming, yelling, and dancing frogs do not move the ball forward for the Democratic Party, and that respect for the office should be maintained regardless of who is in the White House. He seems to realize what many are starting to fear, that this radical behavior might be a total disaster for the Democrats as we head into the midterms. With the elections less than 9 months away, Americans are watching these outbursts and making up their minds. The strategy of the far left seems to be backfiring as their public meltdowns are being broadcast to tens of millions of people. It looks like the more they talk, the more they lose, and the American public is quickly losing patience with the theatrics. We'll be keeping a close eye on how this affects the polls, but for now, the fallout from last night's State of the Union is far from over.